mop sleeves, Spanish
More.
shoes.
It
I know
it
what
can
it means. I wasn't asking you.
Mini?
Yeah.
I was looking over.
Are y'all taking Spanish?
I'm
See, this is more food. This is a salad that had, isn't that beautiful? That was a salad I got.
And enchilada, you see, is so close to being salad. That
Right.
really helps.
Right, so this is an organic farm that grew a lot of veggies. And here are the bananas that are growing just on the street where I lived.
Yeah, this is Guatemala. We missed the first line.
Yeah, this is Guatemala. Why doesn't this one go? There we go. These are just street scenes. I'm just hurrying through these so the kids can see a little bit about Guatemala before I go to the thing I was going to do today. These are different vehicles. So y'all can see the, these are called chicken buses. And there are bazillions of them that just drive through town, and they're all painted up different ways. And the one person just hops off and yells where they're going, and people jump on and they go, and they put out a lot of exhaust. And this is a delivery truck for McDonald's. Look at that. It's on the back of a motorcycle or a moped. And this is very popular as a taxi. It's called a tuk-tuk. And you can rent those to take you wherever you need to go. This is their fire truck, the Bomberos Voluntarios, a fruit delivery truck. And most people ride little motorcycles. This here like mopeds. Yeah, so you can see them parked along the street. There's a lot of motorcycle parking. And there are a lot of fabric artists there. They sit in the streets and make their own fabrics. They'll weave. You see this woman working, and this woman made that bag I've got there. She's very talented. Jewelry. This, when you're 15 in Guatemala City, how old are you? So when you get to be 15, if you were Spanish, you'd have a quinceanera. And in Antigua, it's a big deal. This girl, you see how dressed up she is? She was parading down one of the main streets, and there was a drone filming it. I'm not kidding. It was wild. Plus the photographer.
I've seen that in the Dominican Republic too.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes
like
they almost look like it's a wedding
I know,
dress or
right?
dinner.
Yeah.
This young tiny girl.
Right.
That's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
she has a tiara on. She didn't look overly thrilled, but
Does that mean you're like a woman at that age?
I guess so. Yeah, it's a big thing when you
I like your sweet 16, but
Yeah,
That's what it is.
right.
Much
Your sweet 15. Yeah. So I saw several different women having those.
what about the boys?
I don't think they do anything to.
Doesn't seem fair.
That's because they
Should be the other way
don't
around.
They were a man when they were born. All right. So this is another artist. She paints. So she painted all of those things. And this is a Parque Central where everybody hangs out, including the stray dogs. They take really good care of their stray dogs there. Everybody feeds them, and they have a program about once or twice a year. Vets come to town and they catch all the male dogs and spay them. So they don't have a huge population of stray dogs. They just keep the ones they've got in good shape. This is, you saw these a lot, marimbas. That's a popular instrument, and they'll be playing. So you can hear, and there's a little girl dancing. People would gather around to hear the different little girls playing.
Park.
Yeah. This is the public bathroom. You had to pay to go there. It was kept really nice. One of the cathedrals that got destroyed in an earthquake. You can see the big pieces that fell down. Lots of earthquakes here. And this is San Francisco. We'll see more about that later. That's a church. And this is Iglesia de la Merced. They were celebrating their 800th anniversary. I think they were thinking back to Spain because this church isn't that old. This monastery's been turned into a hotel, but they've tried to save some of the old parts. You can see some of the stuff that's there. And this is a beautiful place, the Capuchinos. People all over go here just to relax and rest. You can see how pretty it is. This is called earthquake architecture. You've got really short columns so that the earthquakes will not be on your buildings. After the earthquakes knocked down their first ones and they rebuilt. This was the circular convent, and it's the only one in Central or South America like that. And people did use it for getting together and necking. That couple was there the whole time I was. You can see some of the rooms. Each room had a window, and that was the church. You see the ceiling had those domes that all have fallen out in the earthquakes. And here's a girl. Lots of people getting their pictures made like this in different outfits. So they were here taking pictures of this girl. I don't know if that was part of her 15th birthday or whether it was something else, but I thought the nuns might have been a little shocked by her outfit. This is another convent. And this is a public bath. It was built in the 1800s, so you could do your laundry here, you could water your horses here. It's quite beautiful. San Pedro, we're going to hear more about him in a minute, so I'll skip over him. These two women, this woman has lived in Antigua for like 50 years. She's from the United States, and she's a character. This woman is in her 80s, and she goes over every year and stays about 6 months at the time to work in an orphanage. She said, I just didn't want to sit around and be bored, so that's what she does 6 months out of the year. Audrey. So I met them the last day I was there. These two, he's from Virginia, his wife is from Guatemala, and they run a nonprofit in Guatemala City. There are a lot of kids y'all's age who don't have parents. They just live in the dump, basically, and they scavenge through the trash to be able to survive. See, these guys work with them, and they talk to them about, birth control, how to stay healthy, all of those things. It's a good group. And then this is a church I went to. It's an Anglican mission. I knew I was there when I saw the coffee pot with the cups and the Dunkin' Donuts. And there is the group that went to lunch afterward. And y'all see that guy on the right? He doesn't have any arms.
Oh.
He had lost his arms at age 7. He was putting corn into a corn machine, and his arms got stuck, and he lost both his arms. So at that point, his parents just didn't want him because he couldn't help. So he ended up coming to live with this guy, and who has an organization that helps disabled people. So Nazario has got, he's bilingual, he's finishing university. He runs the website for this group, and he's truly amazing. He even feeds himself with no arms. It's amazing. So it's really interesting to meet him and to meet this guy and hear about what he does. And this woman was traveling at the same time I was. This is a minister and his wife. And that was my puppy there. It's a lovely dog who became my buddy. And my teacher and her husband. And that's the end.